50 days of learning more about the Holy Spirit, 50 days of spending time with Jesus, 50 days of spending time in the presence of God, 50 days of making sure that we know or start knowing the Holy Spirit better. Today, as I've said, spirit of understanding. Let's see where it starts. In Isaiah 11:2, it says, "The Spirit of the Lord will rest upon him, the spirit of understanding." The testimony of Joseph in Genesis 41, verse 39, the king says, "It's clear that no one has as much intellect and wisdom as you." And after that, he put him in charge of his whole country. A testimony of Bezalel in Exodus 31, verse 3, "I, God, have equipped him with my Spirit of God so that with skill, insight, that's understanding, and understanding he may do any work." He's talking here about the sanctuary, about the temple to be built. Exodus 36:1. Bezalel, Oholiab, and all the other craftsmen whom the Lord has given the skill and intellect to know how to carry out all the work of the sanctuary must do the work as the Lord commanded. He gives them the Spirit, and then they listen and they follow his commandments. Now go and read also for us in 1 Kings 7:14. As I've said before, I'm not putting everything on the screen for you. I want you to open your word and to read what it says. Then Moses' prayer in Exodus 33, verse 13, it says, "Then if you are kind to me, make me know your will, that I may come to know you and do what you expect." The Lord equipped him with his Spirit so that he could do any work with skill, insight, and understanding. So what did Moses do? He prayed. He asked the Lord for it. He asked him for the Spirit of understanding. Solomon's prayer in 1 Kings 3 verses 9, "Give me the obedience to you that I will rule." That's what he's asking. He says, "Give me the obedience to you that I will rule your people correctly and have insight into everything. For who can rule from himself this great people of yours? Nobody." God promises in Hebrews 10:16, "I will give them my laws in the heart, and their minds I will write them. In their minds I will write them." What a promise. I will give them my laws in the heart, in their minds I will write them. David's testimony in Psalm 119, verse 99, he says, "I excel above all my teachers, for your decrees remain with me." Why does he excel above all his teachers? Because God's decrees remain in him. "I am wiser than all my teachers, for your testimonies are my meditation." You can read in 2 Timothy 3:15. Get the meaning of that. Open the Bible, start reading, get to know the Holy Spirit. And then there was the answer to Solomon's prayer when he prayed for wisdom in 1 Kings 4:29. God gave Solomon great wisdom and understanding and insight into as many matters as there is sand on the sea. Now listen to this. Leadership candidates need a spirit of mind or understanding. In the word, in Deuteronomy 1:13, it says, "Bring out of your tribes wise men, men of insight, men of prestige, that I may appoint them as heads over you." 1 Chronicles 22:12, "May the Lord only give you understanding and insight, and the necessary instructions concerning Israel, that you may keep the law of the Lord your God." Yet, this is still a God-given gift. It is a gift. Job 32:8 says, "But it's the spirit in man that gives him insight." The Spirit that comes from the Almighty. What is he saying to us? He's saying, without the Spirit, we are nothing. That's why Jesus promised us the Spirit. That's why the Spirit came to inhabit us. Proverbs 2:6, "It is the Lord who gives the wisdom. Out of his mouth comes the knowledge and mind, the insight." Out of the mouth of the Lord. Only the Lord gives wisdom. Colossians 1:9. We ask God through all the wisdom and insight the Spirit gives. He will let you know His will clearly. And 2 Timothy 2:7. The Lord will give you insight to understand everything. The Lord will give you insight to understand everything. Study this. Make it yours. Enjoy it. Spend time with the Lord. This takes less than 6 minutes to do. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll carry on with day 4. Day 4 is the spirit of counsel. May you have an absolutely blessed afternoon. Enjoy it and enjoy the teachings. See you tomorrow.